listen, I have a real life outside this graffiti shit. Like, as much as I love this graffiti shit, I don't give a fuck about it. Like, what's sad is there are people out there that if you take their tag away from them, you know, they have nothing else in life. If you take OJ away from me, you strip me of OJ, I have many accomplishments in life. I don't need to be OJ to be the person I am. I'm still loved just as much as I am. I still get the credit that I get. You know what I'm saying? I come from nothing. I made something of myself. I have a decent job. I have a family. You know what I'm saying? I have a good, loving relationship with a woman that supports me and holds me down, even through all this bullshit graffiti shit, when she should be like, yo, grow the fuck up. Mm-hmm. Instead, she still rides with me and holds me down, whatever I need.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, what I'm saying is, like, I do this graffiti shit because I enjoy doing it. I like doing it. I do it for me. I don't care if other people see it, whatever. You know, it's just, it's a pastime. It's a hobby. I'm good at it. Yeah. You know, you're good at something, don't give it up. Stick with it.
You said in an interview how you wouldn't even rather be noticed, so you could do it in peace.
I'd rather be a fucking toy and nobody know who I am,
just so
and just leave me the fuck alone. So but when you're on top with anything in life, when you're the man on top, everybody wants a piece of you. Everybody wants to fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, let's really put this into perspective. Mm-hmm. Someone that's, in general, someone that's like, because you have people out there in their 50s writing graffiti. You have a lot of majority people in their 40s writing graffiti. In your life, this is what your accomplishment is. This is what you have to be proud of. Yeah, I mean, writing on walls as a 40-something, 45-year-old, 50-year-old man. This is really what you inspired to be in life.
Yeah, it just goes back to what you were saying. How if you take away their tag, it's like nothing. You know?
Yeah.
It's sad. You know.
It's really sad.
Yeah.
You know?
I feel like not a lot of writers think like that too.
Because they're like children. It's the only thing they have going for them in their life.
And they get gassed by other, kids.
You know?
And shit. Yeah.
And then you have other people that have money, but they have no life. And so this is what they gravitate to. And then they start trouble, and then they make issues. Like, yo, believe me, if I had a lot of money, I wouldn't even give a fuck about graffiti. I'd be living my life, traveling the world, fucking seeing things, doing things, enjoying myself. Who really wants to fucking, be running around the streets and doing all this dumb shit if that's not what you really do? Mm-hmm. You know?
Yeah. What makes you come back to it, though? Because in 2014, you did an interview with Old NYC, and you were talking about how at that time you were into doing paintings, more like gallery stuff, like writing a book.
You were kind of over the graph.
Yeah, but nowadays you look outside, man.
The politics behind it, bro. The politics is what chases me away from it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I might stop for a period of time, but I'll never fully be done with it until I'm dead. Yeah. 60, 70, I mean, I'm probably not be going hard like I have in the past, but
you've been consistent for decades, though.
Hey, listen, the best person to explain graffiti in a nutshell, Vfer, and state your name. He basically described graffiti as like the music industry. You got people that have come along and they're a one-hit wonder with like one song where they broke out and fucking smashed everything with that one song, and then after that one song, they're gone. And then you have some people that, pop up here and there and make guest appearances, and then you have like Jay-Z, Nas, people that are just here over the time, continually doing things. Graffiti's pretty much the same exact thing. Yeah,
Charlie even said how like you could come out in 2 years, smash the city, go all city, be known, but after 2 years your shit gets buffed and you stop painting. But if you've been painting for decades consistently and there,
it's that longevity.
Longevity, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Consistency, yeah.
I mean, ultimately graffiti is a stress reliever for me.
Yeah.
You know, and if I have idle time on my hands, I'll paint.
Yeah.
I mean, I enjoy the actual going out
Yeah.
and you know, climbing the shit and running in the highway and in the
Yeah.
train tracks and doing the thing and leaving. It's the thrill.
Yeah.
You know, the thrill of the kill.
It's like they say, it separates us from being robots in this society.
Yeah. That's a quote from Scuff.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I think anybody that writes
You know?
graffiti could understand that and like agree with that. You know.
Right? You would think.
Yeah.
You have people that do graffiti for the wrong reasons.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there are a lot of people that write graffiti that, they're up. They're fucking killing it, smashing it. But when you look at it, you're like, yo, what the fuck is that? Well, who is that? You know what I'm saying? And you know what? The other thing about graffiti these days, since we're all older, majority of us have a car. So going all city is really not a fucking accomplishment.
Do that
Like,
shit in one night.
kind of, sort of, but not really.
Yeah.
You know? But like, yo, in the 90s, we had to take the train to places.
Yeah. That shit takes time.
and destroy shit. You know, so like in the 90s, if you was all city, that was a real accomplishment. Now going all city, that should be like the very minimum mark that you achieve if you write graffiti, amongst other things.
You think it's harder to paint now or easier?
Well, right now in this current moment, this has probably been the easiest to fucking paint since the 90s.
Yeah.
Nobody gives a fuck right now.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm fucking out with my man Skid, and I'm not gonna give up my agenda how I do things, but we out there in the middle of fucking people painting and doing our thing. You look at all the kids that fucking paint in the daytime.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that wasn't something you did in the 90s. You probably could do it in the 90s. You know, there was a few people that did that in the 90s. Kes 5 and TKA used to, they were like one of the first people to really do like these fucking top to bottom blockbusters on gates. May Kes 5 rest in peace. True King. And I remember being with them one time, and they fucking closed the gate on the store while the store was open to do throw-ups on that shit.
What?
Yeah. They fucking stuck some shit when you pull down the gate. They stuck some shit in the hole where the pin for the lock goes, so
Yeah.
they couldn't open the gate. They fucking did throw-ups, and we left.
And the owners can't even...
And we left fucking laughing about it, dying, cracking up, because it was... They did it just to, you know, as mischievousness.
And the owners
just to-
can't even open the gate from the inside to
Exactly.
get out. So what can they do?
They can't do nothing. But who in their right mind does that kind of shit? You know what I'm saying?
Nah, it's next level.
Like that's just some funny shit to do, you know?
Yeah.